Leute, ganz frische News sind hier reingekommen und zwar ein Interview von unserem geliebten Aishiro, der Entwickler von Flive Universe vom 17.04.2025. Ist mir jetzt erst aufgefallen. Ich würde sagen, wir gehen da durch. Die Übersetzung ist auf Englisch. Ihr kennt meine Englisch-Skills beim Lesen. Das kann jetzt ein bisschen hart werden für uns alle. Ich gebe natürlich mein Bestes. Und wir gucken uns einfach mal an. Also hier kommt eine kurze Allgemeininformation. MMORPG, Flive Universe, played by 5 Million Global Users. Yeah, okay. Wird neuer Korea-Server released. Geht es hier so ein bisschen drum. Flive Universe, which is first introduced overseas markets 2022. Okay, yeah, published by We Made Connect, bla bla bla. The original Flive Online, which is the basis of Flive Universe, is an MMORPG developed and released by Korea's Ionsoft, now Gala Lab in 2004. Yeah, we know this stuff ahead of the domestic release of the new MMORPG Flive Universe, which adds convenience based on HTML5 to the organized DNA. We heard from the developers of Gala Lab and We Made Connect about the game's service directions, strategies in Korean market, and how they are preparing for communication to the community and operation with users. Yeah, communication with users. Yeah. That's, I wish I could, ich wünschte, ich könnte ein bisschen zeigen, wie gut sie ja doch kommunizieren, wenn man zum Beispiel ein paar Anfragen macht für Kooperation und Community-Interaktion. Die gute Kommunikation. Wer kennt's nicht? Okay, questions. So, hier ist, wir haben hier eine, das ist Aishiro? Genau, ein Q&A with Loic Source, so with Aishiro. Und da gehen wir einfach mal ein bisschen drauf ein. Question, I didn't know that the general PD of Flive Universe would be a foreign developer. First, please introduce yourself. General PD, okay, ist, naja, Head Developer. Ich weiß nicht, wofür P steht. 27 years old French. I first encountered the original Flive when I was 11 and enjoyed playing it. While attending university, I chose Flive, which I enjoyed playing as a child as a project for computer engineering program class, and I participated in Gamescom 2019 with the prototype of Flive Universe that I created at the time. There I met the CEO of Gala Lab by chance, and through that meeting I officially joined Gala Lab and was able to create Flive Universe in earnest. Hat er nicht früher gesagt, dass er eine E-Mail bekommen hat von Gala auf sein Prototyp-Projekt flyforfun.eu und dadurch dann so eine Kooperation zustande gekommen ist? Aber ist ja auch wurscht. You said vielleicht wollten sie bloß nicht, dass Gala so von dem Point of View, okay, sie haben einen P-Server angeschrieben, was er ja damals war, ein gelisteter P-Server bei Top 100 oder bei G-Top 100, Flive P-Server oder sowas. Da war er ja damals mit dem Projekt gelistet und sowas alles und wurde dann angeschrieben. Ich glaube, das wollten die jetzt so aber dann eventuell nicht kommunizieren. Klingt so natürlich viel, viel besser. So, aha, ich habe das für meine University, für mein Studium da ein Projekt gemacht und dann war ich bei der Gamescom gewesen in Deutschland und da kam dann auch Gala und dann haben wir und gekuschelt und das war so schön. Ja. You said you had childhood memories, but I'm curious about the background of choosing Flive among many MMOs and jumping into the game development. About the background choosing Flive. Flive was the first MMORPG in my life. Mine's auch. In the game I spent the most time on. Yeah. Of course, Flive was also a game that fit perfectly with the projects I worked on during my university days. Also, it's an old game because it's fantasy style, the visuals don't feel outdated. Yeah, kinda true. And it's actually perfect for making into an HTML5 game. Aha, what kind of games is Flive Universe? It's an MMORPG. That's an HTML5 version of the original Flive Online. It's characterized by able to play comfortably in most devices, from PC to low-specs laptop, mobile phones, tablets, as a cross-platform. You can fight monsters to level up and create a community with thousands or tens of thousands of other users and enjoy various content together. Aha! Question over, it seems to contain the original gameplay. Is there a reason why it was named Universe? It means that various versions of Flive are gathered into one world view. You can say that Flive Universe is a collection of features from various games that were previously released, such as the original Flive Online and the mobile version of Flive Legacy. Oder was ist denn von Flive Legacy da drin? In addition, the new name Universe was intended to show various original content in addition to what was shown in the original. War es nicht eher Universe, weil sie mit ihren fucking Meta-Universe gedönst und sowas dann da eher noch das alles, das NFT-Mist da alles reinbringen wollten und sowas alles? Und da vieles so Universe und sowas heißt. Aber gut, keine Ahnung. Was soll von Flive Legacy da drin sein? Microtransaction? It seems that most of the features from the original, such as freely flying in the sky on broomstick, are included. So what are the difference and improved compared to the original? We have further strength. Oh, ich kann dieses Wort nicht aussprechen. The flight content, which can be said to be the core of Flive. In the original, the combat methods that could be selected while flying were limited, but in Flive Universe we have maximized the fun of aerial combat. Aerial combat, so much fun, man. So much fun. By allowing the use of various combat skills, we have also prepared many related quests. In addition, the original game has a premium island area that can only be accessed by using paid items, but in Flive Universe, we are free to play. This has also been made into a new continent so that anyone can access it by progressing through the continent. System-wise, as mentioned earlier, it supports cross-platforms so that you can play on any device. The overall graphics can be improved to give it a modern feel as time has passed. And the instance dungeon system and various convenience features has been added. In summary, it can be said that the quality has been improved by adding several parts necessary for a new MMORPG based on the original. Yeah, kinda true. I mean, es ist das beste Flive, was wir je hatten. Ist ja auch so, und viele Sachen, gerade wenn man zurück zu Flive PC geht, sind halt einfach bei Flive Universe wesentlich besser und geiler, aber halt auch nicht perfekt. Ja, zum Beispiel Instance Dungeon System, ja, ist cool, aber es ist halt, ne, wir haben Cursed Mode bekommen und alles vor Cursed Mode ist eigentlich irgendwo fast useless. Also wird in 99% der Fälle einfach halt gar nicht genutzt mehr. So, was halt irgendwo schade ist. Es war cool, dass wir dann halt viele Sachen haben, wie Instanz-Dungeon-Systeme über viele Levelbereiche. Aber okay, vielleicht 61 bis 90 NV-Depths zum Farmen oder sowas. Einen Farm-Charm machst du dir halt noch. Aber was benutzt du halt sonst großartig vor Cursed Dungeon? Die Instanz-Dungeons. So, benutzt du halt einfach nicht. Also wenn sie jetzt halt wirklich damit Reborn-Dungeons nur meinen. Abgesehen jetzt von CW und sowas alles. The service has already begun overseas in 2022 and it will be soon celebrating its third anniversary. It is now a game enjoyed by 5 million users worldwide. Yeah, okay. Are there any achievements or indicators that you can introduce in a relation to it? We made Connect Director, blah blah blah. Flive Universe has established itself as a healthy game in global market. Weiß der Dude überhaupt, was Flive Universe ist? Mir kommt so vor, als ob Remade Connect überhaupt gar keine Ahnung hat, was Flive überhaupt ist. Currently has a 200,000 MAUs and even higher figures are consistently coming out during event periods. Sollen das 200.000 simultane Spieler darstellen, diese MAU?
MAUs steht für Monthly Active Users, also monatlich aktive Nutzer.
Danke. Usually games that are well received overseas often see traffic concentrated in certain countries and regions. Yeah, German and Philippines, most likely. But Flive Universe is characterized by its evenly disturbed user base spanning Europe, North America, South Asia. There are many users who remember and love the original Flive Online, and a sick community group of these users is also actively operational in Discord, and we just ignore them because we hate them and we just want their money. Is missing. When the domestic service is launched, I wonder if there will be content or competitive elements that can be enjoyed with global users. We made Connect Dude. On April 24th, the Korean service of Flive Universe begins the Flive Universe World Championship. FWC, a large-scale event, will also begin. Korean gamers will be able to create characters on the newly opened FWC server at the time of opening, begin characters development on equal terms with gamers from all over the world. With the characters they develop here, they can participate in future PvP, PvE tournaments and offline competitions. offline competitions, okay. In addition, the client basically supports more than 10 different languages. You can also, you can play on a single server with users from different countries. You can even filter by language to communicate with users of specific languages. Pabuff Pro, please. Are there any parts that have been improved through 3 years of global servers, or are there any parts that are newly applied in this Korean server? We're developing while basically maintain the core philosophy of the PC original. At the time, we listen to the user opinions through the community, and we also receive comprehensive opinions with the Discord moderator. Oh, bro. Through these procedures, we have improved many inconveniences up to now, and the latest version that is being released after these improvements can be said to be this Korean service build, with this nice and super well-developed lifestyle system. On the FWC server that starts on April 24, this latest build will be playable on the same level as global users. Okay. I'm curious about what charms of Life Universe you plan to focus on, especially for Korean gamers. Oof. Life Universe is a game that is a bit different from the current MMORPG trend in Korea. Recently, Chinese MMORPGs that automatically replace all gameplay and have capsule-type gacha BMs, I don't know, are making a lot of money in Korea. But Life Universe is different from these MMORPGs in that it focuses on a bit softer and more casual gameplay. The BMs are also mainly centered on costumes, which are recognized by North American and European users who are more sensitive to gacha type BMs. In short, we plan to introduce it as a healthy, healing and gentle game that Korea's gamers who are tired of stimulating and spicy BMs can enjoy comfortably. Since it does not require high specs PC or terminal performance, we expect it to be a game that is more casual than other MMORPGs in the market and easily accessible to young gamers and female users. Okay. Aside from its strengths as a BM and HTML5 game, are there any other charms in terms of the in-game aspect that different it from other MMORPGs? Jetzt ist Ashiro wieder dran. Life Universe is a game with unique fantasy visuals that let you fly freely in the sky, and it features various systems that allow to create a community. Bruder, nee, jeder spielt fucking für sich alleine. Und der Partysystem und alles, so, du spielst nicht zusammen mit anderen. So, du spielst für dich alleine. Das Spiel ist so, das forst dich, also das zwingt dich ja dazu. Representative examples including the party. Ja, die Party ist, du spielst für dich alleine. Where you can level up with other users? No. Du spielst mit dir alleine, weil es am effizientesten ist mit dem Partysystem, so wie es funktioniert. Das Couple-System machst du mit dir alleine. So, das, where you can share the same housing and receive various benefits. And the guild system, ja, okay, Guild, okay. Where you can participate in large-scale cooperative content. In addition, the housing, where you can directly place and decorate various type of furniture, macht keine Sau. And the costume system, where you can freely customize your character with thousands of costumes, are also charm of Life Universe. Yeah, that's true, mit den Kostümen, stimmt. A large-scale event with prize pool of 160 million won, FWC 2025 is coming. There's bound to be a gap with global users who started 3 years earlier, so I wonder if you are preparing events for new Korean gamers or support for beginners. Korean users will start on FWC server, where level up events, strengthening events and PvE events are always in progress, so the growth rate is much faster on the general server. Korean users focus more on increasing their combat power and stats than users from other countries when playing MMORPGs and play efficiently. So we expect it will be able to quickly catch up with the level of existing global users once they grow. Reach a certain level, we plan to hold PvP events. After the FWC server is finished, the characters you have grown here will be transferred to the original server, and you will be able to play with other global users. Even without opening a separate Korean-only server, you will be able to grow on the FWC server that will be open for 5 months and adapt without any problems. So, wann kommen wir denn hier mal zum spannenden Part, Mann? You have mentioned FWC from the beginning. What exactly is this event? FWC ist ein... Ey, Bruder, was ist das Wort hier? Abbreviation for FLive Universe Online World Championship and it's the largest annual event of FLive Universe. Warum übersetzt er das jetzt anders? That has been held since 2023. When the FWC server opens, everyone here grows their characters under equal conditions. Forms a team with the characters they have grown, competes in a PvP tournament. The first event was held in an online competition format, and the players from the team that won first place in the tournament at the time were invited to Busan G-Star, eine Gaming-Messe. The first FWC was an online-only event, but Online-only-Event, ja, das ist jetzt total anders. Wir sind jetzt offline stark. But it received a good response from users. Warum kann ich mich noch an den warum kann ich mich noch an den Feedback-Thread im Discord von FLive Universe von Piccolo erinnern, wo alle drin gehatet und geflamed haben vom FWC? Good response from users. Ja, wir lieben auch FWC, Mann. Ja, aber weil wir süchtig sind und nicht, weil es ein gutes Event ist. 22 players from 8 teams that passed the online preliminaries were invited to Manila, Philippines, and a local tournament was held. The total prize money prepared at the time was $110,000 or about 160 million won in Korean currency. At that time, 2 teams from the Philippines advanced to the finals, and because the prize money was so large, it became a hot topic with about 3,000 spectators gathered at the site. The match at the time was also streamed online and was a huge hit, generating over 100,000 views in just 1 week. Okay, Mann, sind die krass. There will probably be some changes based on past experience. How are you preparing for FWC 2025? Okay, jetzt wird es hoffentlich langsam spannend. The FWC server will start on April 24th, the day of the Korean service's launch, and this year we plan to divide the zones by global region and hold it with a continental feel. The preliminaries will be held in August. Oh, in August, okay. And the grand final tournament will be held offline afterwards. Since this is the first time that Korean gamers are participating in FWC, konnten die nicht schon vorher einfach dran teilnehmen in FWC? We decided to give them the one grand final promotion ticket to commemorate the opening. The first place team that passes the Korean preliminaries will be able to advance directly to the grand finals regardless of the global preliminaries ranking. The prize money will be $110,000 US dollar, the same as the previous tournament, and 80,000, about 110 million won, will be paid to the first place team. There must be veteran users who have accumulated know-how through the past 2 years of competition. Will Korean users be able to compete on equal terms? Since everyone starts character development from the same starting point, I don't think there will be that big of a gap. Of course, there may be some difference in skills, proficiency, and control, but considering these issues, we are giving Korean users a ticket to the grand finals without fail. In the last competition, there was a team that won the finals, even though they were not max level, and the various Ja Allah, that occur are the charm of FWC. Aha! I'm curious about Update Roadmap. Jetzt geht's los. Update Roadmap, Leute. Haltet euch fest. Okay. Ashio, there are major updates planned during the FWC period. New regions will be added and the max level will be expanded from the current 165. During FWC, of course, many new contents that meet the new max level criteria will be added. We always announce in form of developers note before adding content, and this time we will announce more detailed information when the development has progressed to a certain extent. Bruder, er sagt hier, wir bekommen ein Major Update während FWC. Also ich wollte ja vorher einen Major Update haben, vor FWC. Während FWC ist irgendwo total broke und bringt auch ein bisschen meine Planung durcheinander. Und dann hat man das halt nach FWC auch nichts Neues. So. Ist halt die Frage, wann sie das hinzufügen. Wenn sie das erst kurz vor Ende wieder hinzufügen, Bruder, ich weiß nicht, ob ich das gut oder schlecht finde, ehrlich gesagt. Also ich bin zwar schon excited, so, aber close communication with users is an important issue in Korea. And, ja, deswegen ist auch das Development Studio in Korea. What form of communication do you plan to take in Flive Universe? Bruder, jetzt antwortet der von Remade Connect schon wieder. There's an opening a separate community tailored to Korea. We plan to further expand the Discord community, which already has a lot of information. Wow! There are many long-time fans of the game Flive gathered in Discord, and their opinion are reflected a lot in the game's updates and development process. Since we have already adopted a healthy structure where users can... Ich kann das nicht mehr. Ich kann das nicht. Digga, ich kann das nicht vorlesen. Das geht einfach nicht. Ich kann das nicht vorlesen. We plan to create an environment where we can exchange opinions with global users and receive various feedback and suggestions in the future. Oder das ist der Text hier von den Remade Connect Typ ist der. Das macht er gerade. Der sagt hier, ja, we listen to the community and no, we don't understand your problems. Oder ich kann das nicht. Ich kann das einfach nicht mehr. Ich bin dafür zu alt. The long term, what kind of game do you want Flive Universe to be remembered as by users? We always listen to the community. That's Flive Universe. I hope it will be remembered as a space of communication. Bruder, sie bringen es die ganze Zeit mit der Kommunikation. Ich kann das nicht. Ich kann das nicht. Das geht nicht. Nein, das geht doch nicht. Where people can always feel the lively village atmosphere and get together with the strength in community and communication. The strength in community and communication ist wir, die Community, so unter uns. Ja, aber nicht in Verbindung mit Gala und mit Remade Connect. Die haben nichts mit Kommunikation zu tun. Wo Kommunikation? Wo? Ist eh keine Kommunikation. What are the results you are expecting from the domestic service of Flive Universe? Flive is a long-standing IP that has maintained its popularity over 20 years. I hope that this can become a good precedent for a game that enthusiasts who are passionate about the IP can enjoy together, and where developers and users come together to create a game centered around their love for the IP. Finally, is there a message you would like to convey to Korean gamers? I'm very happy to be able to introduce a popular title chosen by 5 million gamers globally to Korean users. I think it's very meaningful that we can service a Flive IP that was born in Korea. Okay, and I hope to hear a lot of feedback and opinions from Korean gamers in the future. Bruder. Schickes Bild. Okay. Also ich würde sagen, es ist confirmed, dass wir ein Content-Update mit Level-Erweiterung während FWC bekommen. Was das jetzt natürlich am Ende für FWC heißt, wird man sehen. Also es sieht stark danach aus, dass wir ein Content-Update dann bekommen. Allerdings, so wie es aussieht, der ganze FWC-Exchange von dem Endgear scheint sich auf das Aktuelle zu begrenzen. Also auf die Luzaka Crystal-Waffen wieder mal. Wie viel Zeit wir dann noch haben werden, um neue Endgame-Waffen zu farmen, die wir dann mit rübernehmen können auf die Main-Server, wird man dann sehen, wenn es kommt. Ob das Ganze jetzt gut oder schlecht ist, lasst es mich gerne in den Kommentaren wissen, was ihr von dem Interview haltet, wie ihr das Ganze findet und interpretiert. Ja, ist auf jeden Fall eine spannende Sache. Ich freue mich auf FWC, ich hoffe ihr auch. Leute, wir sehen uns beim nächsten Video. Haut rein und tschüssi.